All right, I was going to do a edge test on this thing, and so I got out my Leo Bodnar pulse generator, and I hooked it up, and it just wasn't working. And I thought, oh, that's kind of weird. And so it seemed like it was working a little bit. I had to crank it up all the way, and I thought, oh, well, maybe it's broken. Maybe the input attenuator or something of the scope is broken, or whatever. And then I took my pulse generator over to a different over to my HD3, and it wasn't working there either. It was just tiny little. Anyway, and I thought, well, maybe it lost its programming. So I put it on the computer and I reprogrammed it, and nope, it was just fine. And then and then suddenly it fell apart. It just opened up on its own. And I'll show you a picture here. But the connector that goes onto the PC board is very massive, and it was just had cold solder joints onto the PC board, and it broke the center pin. And so it was really hard. It was really easy to flow the massive solder stuff because I've got a really good iron that can heat up all that stuff. But getting into to try to fix that tiny little center pin is a bit dodgy, but I think it works now. So what we're going to do is turn it on, and we will put it here. Running self-test. Clickety-clack. You hear the relays inside. I love those relays. All right. I don't know why it's acting funny. I have no idea. Oh, there it goes. I don't know. It's kind of a weird scope. All right, let's make it do some pulsy things. There we go. There's some pulses. And I guess averaging is on? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. There's the pulse. I'm at 2 nanoseconds per division. Let's go out. I'm here at 20 nanoseconds per division, so we've got some edges. And so if we can zoom in on this, it zooms in really strange, and I don't know what mode I'm in here. That looks fine. Bandwidth is full bandwidth. Smoothing is on. Let's turn smoothing on. And that might be some averaging. There we go. That looks pretty nice now. I don't know how to get the display back. There must be a button to do that. All right, so let's zoom in on this edge. It takes a long time for it to fill up its memory, and so I have measurements. Measurement type. Let's set rise time as on. Yeah, see? Choose target to turn off. Okay. Off. Okay. Frequency, level, order. Wow. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do any of this. Rise time on. Level order. Okay, so if we change the level, maybe? Oh, there we go. I don't know what's going on now. And I don't know how to get rid of the... I don't know. Push button, push anneal button. Yeah, see? It's just doing just crazy stuff. So let's put trigger back to 0. I think I have trigger set to AC coupling. Oh, this is touchy. So trigger mode, auto. Let's put it on normal. Maybe that's better. And then we'll set input 50%. Yeah, that's what that button does there. Okay, that looks pretty good now. Okay. And can we zoom in further? How fast will this scope go? 2 nanoseconds per division is as fast as this scope will do. But I can't get it to make a measurement. What am I doing wrong? All right, I'm able to actually get a measurement now. The trick was to go, so I have, here's the inputs, DC input, 50 megahertz on and off, so at 50 megahertz load on the input. On the measurement, when you do a setup levels, now I have 80, 50, 20%, okay? And it defaults to volts on each one. And so like this one is now volts, but the other ones are percentages. So you actually have to go for each one and set it to percent. And then you're set to go, you can put in the percentages. And then you get the two cursors that tell you where you're making the measurements. So 800 picoseconds right now. 840. Let's see here. Let's also on acquire, I have averaging set to 16. Let's see, here's normal. So with no averaging, it's varying quite a bit. So let's turn on averaging and see what happens. Averaging of 256. That's going to take quite a while for it to average out. Let's change it to something reasonable. Let's change it to averaging of 16. Yeah, there we go. So 840 picoseconds, 800. Okay, let's go ahead and do the 1090. Okay, so measurement, setup levels, distal, we can set to 90. It's really difficult to use this thing. Okay, 90, and here we'll go for 10. Oops, too far. Come on. Okay, 9010, there we go. Okay, so 9010, we're getting a rise time of 1.16 nanoseconds. Okay, so let's get a calculator. Use our formula, covered this before, 0.35 divided by the rise time, 0.35. We have 1.16 nanos divide. We have a 301.7 megahertz oscilloscope. So 300 megahertz oscilloscope, sounds about right.